Welcome to a new episode of Monday to Monday. In this episode, I'm going to reveal something to you guys. Behind me, there's our trawler. But I'm not on the trawler. And I got a particular reason why I'm sitting on another boat. You guessed it. I accidentally bought another boat.
You did it again.
I did it again. Someone walked up to me and said, "Will you buy my boat?" And I said, "Yes, let's do that. Let's buy an old junky boat again." So, yes, I think I'm going to show you the boat now. So this is the boat. I thought it was a tugboat because of the shape and the engine that's in it, but story tells that this is a boat that operated in the harbor of Rotterdam, and for what I was understanding, or what we know till now, is that this boat was used to bring So we don't know exactly where it was built, what it was built for, but it's ours now. Of course, we're going to do an attempt to find out about the history of this little boat. I think it's more looking like a tugboat than a supply boat or something. However, engine, very bad. It has been lying here for 3 years without any maintenance whatsoever, and every year water is coming up and flooding the engine. So we're gonna do a will it start on this engine but with a big question mark, because it has been underwater. It's loose, however. I can turn it with a hand crank. There is a 3-cylinder Lister in it, and it's an air-cooled diesel engine, so that's super cool. What we want to do with this boat is clean it up, clean it out, smack some paint on it, make the engine running, or replace the engine. I got an engine at home that we can put in this boat. Get it out of the water, do maintenance on the hull, and just use it. Make some adventures with it.
Maybe save some more.
Yeah, maybe save someone, help some people on the lake behind here. We going to do some recoveries with the cutter, and maybe this one as well, that we can raise a boat that's sunken or something. Adventures. So if you got a sunken boat and you're living in Holland, leave it in the comment, maybe we come help you. Alright, let's take a look at the engine.
I'm curious to see what's in here. Oh, there's tools in here.
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Yeah, it's really narrow. And smelly. So this is the old Lister. Super cool engine. It turns over, so open the valves. Oh. So it turns over. Diesel, there's a diesel filter here and a water separator underneath it. No water in it. So the diesel is still clear. When I pull the dipstick, I can see water on it. This is pure water, so that's never a good sign. But it turns over, so it will probably run at one point. And I'm curious how long it will run. But it's an air-cooled engine, so it will be really hot in here. You can see that the paint peels off because of the heat that is generated in this engine bay. So if it's going to run, we're going to use it a little bit, but eventually we're going to replace the engine anyway. But first let's see if it runs. So my plan is now to secure the boat a little bit better because it is wobbling around. Where's the tire? Oh, here. We got some tires that were in the boat. We're going to use those as fenders along the side because now there's nothing to protect the hull. That's what we're going to do now, and then we're going to come back in a few days or weeks and start the process with starting the engine. This boat is full of supplies. Got a nice looking knife, which I'm really happy with. There was an old rope, so I'm going to cut the rope, tie it around this tire, and hang it on the side of the boat. So, yeah, that's one. So, oily rope. Hands are dirty, so I'm going to wash them on the trawler later. All right. So I gave that rope some slack. I want to try to pull the boat a little bit more this way. Let's see how it's there. It's been here for a while. Damn, that rope was stuck in the grass. The grass grew through the rope. This is Anulus, one of our loyal subscribers. Back on the boat. So, I had this battery on boil for 2 days. I got my power drill and we got a vacuum pump already in the boat. So now we're going to get all the water and oil out of the engine block and then fill it back up, change the oil filter and hope it works. Jochem is holding the camera, so I'm going to move the rudder now and you're gonna
See?
Watch it. And this is our only source of propulsion right now. This boat is so smelly. Oh my god.
Oily.
Oily. It's oil everywhere. I think that there is not much oil left in the engine because it's through the whole boat. Yoo-hoo!
Hello!
Hello! Alright. Here is the dipstick whole thingy majiggy. So we're gonna pump the oil out now. If it works. Alright. We got all the water out because there was no oil in this engine whatsoever. So let's pretend that's super good for an engine. Jochem is storing it in a jerry can now. How much is it?
I think it's about 18.
18 liters of water out of this little engine. So it's clean inside now. Let's put it that way.
Hoppa. Is niet eens slecht.
You saw me just checking the oil filter, which is old and used, but I put it back on. There was no water in it. I don't know how, but there was no water in it. And so I'm going to reuse this oil filter just for the startup, because all the oil we're going to put in it now is going to be removed after 20 minutes of cycling the oil. Make sure everything is lubricated again. The oil hopefully brings the water back down that's in the block. Then we drain the block again. Then we put in new oil and a new oil filter and go from there. And probably we have to repeat that a few times. And that depends on how the engine is performing. If we start it up and if it starts and it is like chonk, it's stuck, then we don't have to put new oil in it, obviously. So I'm going to pour the oil into the top of the engine that it can siphon its way down, and it already has a little bit of lubrication in the top of the engine already then. And I top it off with the oil thingy. Here, over here. Yeah. Now we wait till the oil makes its way down, so we can see it on the dipstick, and nothing is happening right now, so I think It needs a lot more oil. Oh, there's a little bit. Oh, this engine needs to come out eventually. And there's no oil gauge in it, so I can't check the oil pressure, so we have to keep a close eye on it. Use our ears.
So we just tried to start the engine for the first time. Nothing really happened. The bilge pump started pumping all the dirty water out, so we had to figure out how to shut that down. This is kind of like looking at the fuse box right now to see if we can get her to work, get her to respond in any way, shape or form.
Right, I'm shaking a little bit. Whew! Jochem and I were testing if it got compression. So we did by hand, trying to start it. And we didn't expect it to try to start. So it made smoke. We immediately shut it down because of you guys, of course. But I'm shaking. It will be completely insane if this engine starts up. It was full of water 10 minutes ago, and well, half an hour ago, but wow. If the footage is a little bit shaky, that's because of me. Wozers.
The moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Emergency shut off is here.
Well?
Here.
Okay.
Ja. Ja.
Hey.
Doe maar.
Allemaal tegelijk, wil je?
Eerst maar eentje, denk ik. Ik ben dicht.
Ja, ze gaan weer dicht. Zelf. Ze gaan zelf dicht. Moet je zo houden?
Ja, eentje. Hup. Ja. So my plan is now to let it warm up a little bit, because it's not happy, that's for sure. I have to give it a lot of throttle to let it work somehow. So you can hear the RPM changing, and we're standing here, so it's searching. Maybe it's air in the system, or maybe it's a little bit water in the crankcase. Who knows? I don't know. But it works. It's amazing. And it's running steady now, so let it come around a little bit. Well, it's running super good now. It's idling. If I'm engaging the gearbox, it picks up. It has reverse. So after I don't know how long, I think this boat is lying here for 3 years, flooded, but it started right up, and now we're going to try to drive her around a little bit and be very careful. Let's see what happens. Unbelievable. So we're going to eat something now. We tried to get some diesel, but they were closed. Are you hungry?
I'm hungry, very hungry.
Me too. Let's eat. How are you feeling?
I'm, like I said, I'm feeling hungry right now. So,
And I have to tell you something, because he's not always looking so happy, because he has at least one broken rib. But yeah.
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, we want to mess around with boats, so even with broken ribs, we're making videos for you guys.
belly's full.
Belly's full. We're back on our spot along the shore. I think this is the shore now.
I'm fine with shore.
We're going to leave it with this. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this. If you do so, please give it a like. And I hope to see you next Monday for a new adventure. And I really don't know what we're going to do next week.
No.
Any ideas?
We got a couple ideas, but
We have to work on that.
yes.
So we're real time now, so the pressure is on. Okay, see you next week. Later.